So we're here at the beautiful Branston Golf and Country Club, and we're going to be attempting to break 100 today. This is my second round of golf ever. First round 116 is to beat. I very much doubt under 100 is going to be on the cards today, but anything under than 116 is going to be a win. So on the first hole, this is a par 4, 323 yards. I've just been on the driving range, had an absolute shocker with everything other than a 9-iron, so I've grabbed a 6. Definitely not using drivers, woods or hybrids on the first hole. When these guys are a bit further on, I'm going to play it down, hopefully get it nice and down the fairway somewhere, and then go for a little on in 2 action, but who knows. Right, here we go. There's no way I can hit a 6 that far, so we're going to run this down nice and easy. Hope it goes in somewhat of a straight line, and we'll see. Oh no! Provisional. This is what I learnt after the last round when I did some research into the mistakes that we've made. So let's try that again. If we can't find that ball, then we play this ball with a penalty drop. That's better. It's gone right, but we're down there. Okay, cool. So we have to go and try and find that ball. If we don't find that ball, then I take a drop for 2, and then that was the 3rd shot, I think. But let's rock and roll. So we're 160 yards here. I've been doing a bit more research, did a little bit of trying to keep an eye on it, and I think that's about an 8-iron. I still need to do my kind of, what's the word, where you know exactly what you're hitting on every club. So we're 180 to the pin. We've got a bloody water hazard. That's the problem with this course, is there's water everywhere, and we're a ball down already. So that's going to be the main challenge of the day. So we lost the first ball, that was gone to the ether. Then we had to take the provisional, so that was dropped for 2, then hit for 3. So I'm now playing for 4. So this is a 160 yard par attempt immediately. So just a nice, lovely classic 8-iron shot. Hit it on the green would be lovely. That's going to go in the water. Oh, nice. So I got a bounce over the water and into the bunker, but we're down there. My heart was in the mouth then. I was like, as if I'm going to lose 2 balls on the first hole. So I've got like 12, 14 balls with me. And I can't afford to lose every single one of them. All right, so we're in the bunker. I'm going to move this rake because I'm probably going to hit it straight into that rake. We didn't do any bunker shots the other day, did we? We avoided it the whole round. And we've lost the ball already and ended up in the bunker already. So I know I need to kind of get under the ball. Pardon? We had 1 bunker shot. Okay, can't have been that disastrous then. If I can just get this up and out, aim for just kind of over there somewhere, I reckon. And just getting it out will be the main thing. I've got to commit to this. Gone too far, I think. Just off the back, that wasn't too bad actually. I'm going to take that. At least I'm out. I'd probably give it a bit too many beans, but better to be out than hitting it still in. So certainly far from ideal. So now I've got to walk all the way around to the other side of the green, and then we'll try and see where we're at for salvaging this hole. All right, I was tempted to put this. I'm just going to try and chip it on. Nice, just easy little chip, because there's quite a bit of roughage, and I daren't try and put through that. But just a little one of them, I reckon, maybe a little bit more, because it's a 58 wedge. Let's see. That's not too bad, that isn't. Oh, that's a nice chip, that is. That was a nice nerve settler, that was. That was a nice chip. Nice chip, I'm happy with that. What does that say? Please repair ball marks. I don't think you'll have to worry about me hitting it onto the green from full strokes. Right, let's... Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, that's a shame. That would have saved that hole from being too bad of a disaster, but we're in. So we were off the tee in 3, 4 into the bunker, 5 off the back of the bunker, 6, and then 2 putted for 8. So quadruple bogey on the first hole. Well, that's not exactly a great start, is it? Right, so after that disastrous start, nerves kind of settled a little bit. we've got a weird par 4 here. So it's 305 yards, but it goes round to the left. So we've got this massive pylon here, and then it goes round behind the trees. So I imagine amazing golfers would be going up, bending it round them trees a little bit. What I'm thinking I should do is try and play it down towards that pylon and then kind of 2-shot from there. So I've got a nice 7-iron, which might be too much if I'm honest. But if we get past the pylon, it depends what that tree's saying down there, and I don't really know. But anyway, we're going to stroke it down, see what happens. The goal is just somewhat of a straight line, aiming at the pylon. Obviously, we just don't want to be underneath it. That'd be the worst case scenario. Either side of it, fine, we'll work it out from there. And then we'll see what happens. But if we can salvage that bloody quadruple bogey on the first hole, absolutely terrible. This getting under 116 is not exactly off to the best start imaginable, but just a better shot this time, Will. There's no one watching this time. All right, it's gone low, but it's gone straight. If it bounces over that little dip, which it did, so that was a terrible strike, but it's actually gone borderline. Where it's ended up is pretty perfect for where I want it to be, actually. Laid it up straight down, so I'm now hitting onto the green. Hopefully with a 9-iron would be nice, because 9-iron's kind of the hole the club that I feel most comfortable with. This is a tough one, this is, mate. So we've got the pylon here, we've got a tree right here, we've got another bloody river going through. We're letting this chap ahead play through. We need to either go screaming over the top of that tree, but then risk hitting the pylon, or try and play it. I think I'm going to play it low, 5-iron, little half swing, try and punch it through and hope that it skims over that river. I think that's probably the safest bet. I don't know. That's probably what we're going to go for. If we end up left in them trees, that's not the end of the world at all. It's a massive green. We just don't want to hit this pylon or this tree. Oh no. And that's the pylon I was saying that we need to not hit, mate. Cool, well, on we go. Right, so we've ended up here. I'm ready to pack this round in already, if I'm honest. There's some ducks there. I'm just going to kind of aim for the same kind of shot again, really, I think. I'm just going to try and bump it under this tree. It's just about getting over this water, I think, is the challenge. Oh, that's so bad. Am I allowed to do this? Who knows? I just need to kind of, to give it one of them. And it's that one that's, there we go. Oh, I actually nearly hit that duck. It's gone in a beautiful straight line, straight past the hole. I legit nearly hit that duck then. That was nearly a bad day for the duck. But we're just off the back of the green there. That's not too bad at all, actually. Right, so I'm actually not that concerned about being here. We've ended up okay. We're letting a couple of people play through, but we're going to try and attempt a beautiful 2-putt just to finish off. I completely misread that. I thought it was going right to left. That was pretty shocking. Oh, I've come up way short. That's a shame. Just a bit. Lovely. Thank you, gents. We'll let you get through. So this is, for me, kind of as sketchy as it gets. This is all that you can see in front of you. That's just a massive lake, pond, river, the lot. It's just loads of water, and then behind it, is the green. So I've got no idea how to play this. It's a par 3. The flag's middle of the green, 142 yards. So I've got a 9-iron because I hit it best. And I'm thinking, I'm going to aim for that bunker, actually, because if I miraculously do hit it straight and I end up in the bunker, at least I'm not in the water. And if I do pull it slightly left, I'll end up on the green. And as long as I don't completely spin it out to the left, I'll avoid the water. That's my logic. If I spin it right, I've lost the ball over there, but it might get lucky. I don't really know. I just know that this is I'm going to drop my tee even lower actually, especially if it's a 9 iron. I just know that this is, if I come out of this without a ball in that water, I'll be absolutely ecstatic. Oh, straight in the fucking water. Oh, let me see if I can actually save that ball. Oh my days. That'll teach me for buying nice balls. Nope, that's gone. Oh, it's annoying. I've just spent half an hour on the driving range hitting 9 irons beautifully every single time. Come out here and I do that. That's absolutely atrocious. Right, I'm not going to do a warm-up swing here because I'm going to overthink it. Just going to do a nice, not that hard, just hit the ball nicely. That's another ball in the lake. Oh, I can't believe it. I don't know how else. I've got to keep playing. Do I go and take a drop over here and just try and chip it over? I think I'm allowed to do that. Well, we're over the water. Why couldn't I have done that off the tee shot? All right, so we made it over the water. I'm still absolutely fuming, but I've got a nice little 58, and as long as I don't, I'm going to aim it kind of here. If I end up in this bunker now, I'll be fuming. But if I just, nice, easy, just one of them. Go on, sit down now, sit down, sit down, sit down. Well, I'm on the green. I'm on the complete other side of the green, but I am on the green. Right, well, I've not exactly left myself an easy putt, but this is just a slight left to right, I think. Just hit it with a bit of pace, get it close, and then start the round again in my head, I think. Write all this off. That's not a bad putt. That might go in. Oh, for a split second, I thought that was going in. Oh, it's actually further away than I thought it was. What's that? Putter's length, 4-footer. It's right on the edge of that, like, should be fairly comfortable to make it. It's pretty straight at it. I just need to hit this straight with the right pace. And I don't know, it's an absolute blow up hole, whatever it is. Whoa, that was a bit too much of pace. I hit that at the back of the cup. Right, let's try and work out what on earth that was. So 1 straight into the water, provisional, 2 straight into the water. No, 1 into the water, drop for 2, 3 straight into the water, drop for 4, 5 over here, 6 over to the back, 7, 8. 8 on a par 3. 8 shots on a par 3. Is there even a word for, what's that? 5 over, a quintuplet bogey? Actually, I don't think there's a word for it. It's so bad that they presume nobody can do that. No one will go more than quad bogey, but we'll do 5 over. What on earth is that? What a joke. All right, so we've got a nice par 4 here. I don't know what the yardage is, 350 yards, but we've got another bloody river halfway down. So I imagine good golfers are trying to get it over that. As we know, I am not one of those. So we're going to take an 8 iron, we're going to aim straight down there, and then another over the top towards the flag. That's the goal. We're going to forget everything that's happened today, and we're just going to play nice, steady iron golf. Just straight down there, and we're just going to do a nice little one of them. I've barely made it past the red tees, mate. That's so depressing. The concept that I'm going to even have to drive to that is so mortifyingly embarrassing. It's unbelievable. I don't know what's going on. I tried to not even hit that hard. I don't know that it's even possible to, when you're not even trying to hit a ball harder than a halfie. That's how far I've gone off the tee shot. My head has completely gone. My club's covered in dirt. What am I doing? That is absolutely scandalous. Whilst I'm having a paddy, feeling really annoyed at myself. Your cabin awaits, sir. All right, so after that absolute shocker, now the problem is water here, river here, loads more water on the left, water all around the green. Now I know this whole course plays around the River Trent. I didn't think there'd be this much water, but again, I'm just going to do kind of what I did then. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to hit it somewhere over there where it doesn't look like there's that much water, and I'm just going to hit the ball. I'm going to kind of just half, three-quarter hit. It's gone straight in the fucking water, mate. It's gone straight in the fucking water. It's gone straight in the water. All right, well, it's a little left to right, I think. Again, if I can just get this somewhat close, if I can get this within 6 foot, I'd be happy. Nice bit of weight like that, that'll get us close. That's gone. The weight was delightful. My line was off. If the line was nice, that's parked it right here, and I would be putting to finish. Let's not rush, there's no one behind us. If I'd aim just to the right of the flag post, I reckon. Now that is a quality 2-putt. I'm really happy with that. What a shame that that was 1 off the tee, 2 into the water. So I did the crap 1 off the tee, 2 into the water, then took the drop for 3, then hit it over here for 4. Oh no, it wasn't. It was 1 off the tee was right in front of it, 2 down the fairway, 3 into the water, drop for 4, 5 over back here, 6, 7. To actually save a triple on that certainly isn't good, but I thought that that was going to be worse. So triple bogey there. Let's get this down doubles and belows now, mate, I reckon. Doubles and below. Right, so first par 5. It's absolutely miles, 550 yards, crikey. There's no way with my performance that I'm risking the driver or the free wood. So I've got my little 4 hybrid out. I'm just going to try and clear them bunkers. If I clear them bunkers in somewhat of a straight line, I'll be happy. The guys in front, I don't think I could hit that even if I absolutely smothered this shot. So I just want a nice, easy hybrid, just somewhat down the fairway. It's happened again. I've topped it again. I think I'm standing up, I think. Right, well, there's no point in putting this club away, mate. We might as well just go down there and do exactly the same thing, but off the ground this time. See if we actually catch it nice. So if you want to turn around, mate, you can show them, look, there's the red tees, and then back there's the yellow tees where we came from. So we haven't exactly come very far. We are going to just try and keep posture this time. That's the main thing I want to focus on. Just keep my posture. That's nice. Let's just do that again. Don't overthink it, just keep posture. Yeah, okay. It's not very far, but it went in a straight line. If I was there after 2, that's what I was saying, just kind of clear them bunkers. I'm looking for a tee, like it's a tee shot, but it's not a tee shot. Again, if I'd have ended up here off the tee, I wouldn't be too upset. I've got a 8 iron here. I'm just going to try and just get it down somewhere nice. Again, just hold my posture. Just not a mega swing. But it went again in a straight line. A bit more left if I was being picky, but if I was there in 2, I'd be happy. To be there in 3 isn't the end of the world. Right, we're 140 to the green. Going to take a nice pitching wedge. There's a bunker right there, so to be honest, I'm not even good enough to try and aim right or left. I think I've just got to kind of go at it and try and hit the ball. As far as I'm aware, there's no water around me, which is, no, there's water there. Yeah, there is water there. So let's just, again, same kind of thing, just hold posture, not stand up. That is an absolutely bloody gorgeous strike, that is. Oh, and we just hit the green. Stay on. I think that might be the best golf shot I've ever played. Genuinely. That was exactly where I was aiming. I hit it nice, I felt it nice, it sounded nice, it flew nice, it's hit the green. It's there, it is in me. I've just got to now do that one every other time, not 1 in 20 shots need to be that, but I'm really happy. Right, that was the best golf shot I've ever played so far to date. Absolutely dreamy. Technically I am putting for par, but 2 putt for a bogey here would be an excellent result. Too hard, slow down, don't go off the back, don't go off the back. Well, there goes the dreams of a 2 putt for bogey. You tit, Will, you absolute tit. Fairly straight, come on, some heroics here. Heroics to save a bogey. Oh, you bastard. Oh, that's a missable 3 putt as well. I can't believe it. I can't believe that I've missed that. How have I 4 putted when I can't believe it. How is that? Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8. Triple bogey after that pitching wedge shot. Triple bogey, that should have been a bogey. That should have been a bogey. Heartbroken. All right, we have got a par 4. I'm trying to keep my spirits high, mate. I'm struggling to keep my spirits high, I'm not gonna lie, but we're on a par 4. It's quite open. Hopefully we'll be okay. It's 338 yards from the yellows. Got a 6 iron. I'm just gonna try and hit it like I just hit that pitching wedge shot, just nice and smooth. Loosey-goosey. Keep it kind of straight down that way and see what happens. I'm gonna take 1 practice swing. If that goes well, we'll take a full swing, but nice and easy, just a nice, nice loosey-goosey. All right, it's gone along the floor, but at least I got a bit of a better connection that time. It's running all right. It's not the worst shot in the world. It seems every tee shot I'm hitting it wild. What am I doing? Am I leaning back? And I don't know. It's down there in a straight line though, so it definitely could be worse. And based off what just happened on that par 5, it was way worse. And then we did those 2, that pitching wedge shot in particular. So if I could hit another shot like that, I don't know how many yards it is. It's probably a big ask to hit the green from there. I probably needed another 20 yards really, but just another nice just shot, bang, get it close, chip on, 2 putt, bogey. Right now, frankly, the goal is just get some bogeys. I don't think we haven't got a single bogey yet today. It's been absolute disastrous, blow up hole after blow up hole after blow up hole. 180 yards to the middle of the green. I'd rather actually come short because there's bunkers everywhere. So I'm going to take an 8 iron. I'm going to try and play it towards the front of the green and then chip on. Again, the fact that was our tee shot, so certainly isn't great, but it's not terrible. If I hit this nice and get it somewhere close, chip, 2 putt, that's exactly what we're looking for. Again, I've carooned it across the floor. If that stays out of that bunker, which it's going fast, so I think I'm gonna go straight into it. Just straight in the bunker. Okay, I'm down there though. That's, in terms of being green side in 2, best I could hope for. Both shots have carooned along the floor, so weren't exactly nice strikes, but we're green side in 2. If I can have a nice bunker shot here, get out onto the green somewhere, then 2 putt for a bogey, that'll be a massive win. So come on, that's the goal. Part of my brain is going to just put that straight across the sand, up and over. I'm not going to do it. I am going to sand wedge it out because of that little ramp. So even if I completely mess it up, hopefully I'm not going to like hit a lip and come back in. Then that way I'm going to go and get my rake, because that might be in the way and I'm going to need it anyway. Again, you've got to full send it in the bunker. A couple of inches in front of the ball. Full send it, take some sand. Here we go, come on. Well, you can't argue that I didn't full send it, because I took half the bunker out, but my whole theory about not being in the bunker twice has kind of gone out the window a little bit. I'm gonna have to do that again now. Right, well, we're out in 2. We might as well just carry on at this point. And there is another blow up hole, completely wrecked. It's too hard, that is. Now that might actually slow down. Mate, that could go in. You see that? That's, what a shame. So I'm 3 into the bunker, 4. No, 1, 2. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because that was so good, bogey might still be on here, mate. Oh no, because I had 2 shots out the bunker, so no, ignore me. Golf's bloody hard, I can tell you that much. What I've learned in playing 1.5 rounds of golf so far is that golf is a hard game. And people that get good at golf, fair play. It's no joke, you know. Right, this is to make a double bogey. It's definitely a makeable putt. Definitely makeable. Doesn't look like it's breaking at all. I've just got to hit it straight and consistent. Just got to hit it straight with decent power. Go on. I'm really happy with that. That chip and that putt was lovely. I think that's a 6. Let's just, so 1, it ran across the floor, 2 into the bunker, 3 was the shit bunker shot, 4 was at least out, 5, 6. So double bogey. Shame about that first bunker shot. If it wasn't for that, that'd have been a lovely bogey. But there's glimmers of hope in that hole. Very, very small glimmers of hope. Right, so we've got a lovely par 3 here, mate. Really nice and wide. We've got some water on the left, so we're going to aim it just a little bit right. Try and find somewhere where my feet are somewhat, let's go back here, I reckon. How many? I've got an 8 iron. It feels very 8 irony to me. And we're 171 yards. So if I just hit a nice, smooth 8 iron straight at it, not standing on a tee. Lovely strike, it's gone right. It's actually gone where I was pointing. Okay, best tee shot of the day. Snap my tee, but that's all good. Best tee shot of the day, we're right at the green. If I'd have just actually been brave and aimed it at the flag rather than worrying about this water, I'd have sat that right, really close. But again, glimmers of hope are coming, glimmers of hope. How exciting. Right, I'm actually really happy with that. Even though I've gone right, that's the nicest strike. I just got to get a nice, confident 58. I need to get it on the green, not leave it short because I bottle it. We just want a nice, lofty 58 so it doesn't run too far. Maybe too much. No, that's absolutely dreamy. A bit too much and a bit too right. We're 2 putting for a bogey though, mate. That idea of the bogey dream is alive and well on this hole. All right, we're legit putting for par here, mate. Obviously, this is a big putt. We'll take a 2-putt, but we're not gonna not go for it. It's pretty straight, just right of the cup, I reckon. Imagine my line. Too hard, way too hard, way too hard. And I've left it hard now. Flipping heck. Oh, this is that length where it's right on the outside of like super missable. We have made some money. Confidence is key on these. I've missed it. A flog. What a wasted opportunity. Free putting there. Absolutely terrible. Wasted opportunity. Right, we've got an absolute monstrosity of a 590 yard. Yeah, 587 yard par 5. Absolutely ludicrous. I know I'm bottling it, I know I'm being a pussy, but I'm taking a 6 iron and I'm just going to try and hit it down there somewhere somewhat straight. And if I could get 150, 200 yards down there, I'd be ecstatic. Getting it beyond the red tees. What seems to happen is I play these long holes, I try and play balls that I'm not good enough to play, clubs I'm not good enough to play, I try and hit them too hard and I barely make it past the red tee markers. Whereas what I want to do on this one is just get it down there somewhere and give myself a chance at bogey. That's the goal. What did I literally just say? I barely get it past the red tees. I'm in line with the red tees every single pissing time on par 5s. Must be a head game thing. I don't think there's been a par 5 yet where I've hit the ball further than I could hit with a pitching wedge. I genuinely think that's the case. Right, so I think, bearing in mind this is a break 100 episode, that dream is most likely dashed unless I suddenly become a PGA pro on the back 9. But what I'm going to try and do now is I'm just going to punch it down there somewhere again. 6 iron. This time I'm not going to try and whack it because I think that might be my problem. There we go. Purposely tried to hold back a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I'm not exactly smothered it 200 yards, but it's gone a half decent way down the fairway. That's what I want to be doing. And again, for bogey golf, if I'd have done that off the tee shot, I'd be giving myself a look at getting it, obviously not on the green, but within a distance where I could be looking at then getting my 9 irons, getting on the green in 3 or 4, giving myself a look at maybe pars, bogeys for worse. So I'm not actually, again, this is where I should be after 1. The fact that I'm here after 2 and I'm on the fairway, I'm just gonna go same thing again. I've actually clubbed down to a 7. I know I'm not gonna get there, but what I'm looking for is just to be in a playable position so that I can use my pitching wedge or my 9 iron, something that I feel a bit more confident with, to have a look at getting on the green. So we're just gonna take a nice, again, just this idea of kind of a 2/3 swing, just to send it that way. Just like that. That's absolutely lovely. Really, really happy with that. Again, we've sent it in a nice straight line, and we're probably now looking at an opportunity to hit the green on the next one. So it's a shame that was my 3rd shot, not my 2nd shot, but we were looking at hitting the green in 4, 2-putt, 5-6. That's the goal here. Cool, better. 2/3 swings. That's what we're going to do for the rest of the round, mate. That's how we're going to limit. No more triple bogeys today, mate. No more triple bogeys. All right, so we're 120 yards. Got a lovely, just nice 9 iron shot here. Just trying to keep the nerves down. We're just going to do that same principle now. Just a nice, clean 2/3 stroke. We're going to aim straight at the flag. We're not going to bottle it this time. Oh, I've gone right, but we're over the water. If I don't hit that bunker, don't go in the bunker, don't go in the bunker. No, I've come just short of the bunker. Okay, just off the green. I'm not sure how many for, but better, much better. Right, so we're gonna go for a nice little chip here rather than try and put it on. A little 58 and a little, I don't know what this is called, but it's gonna be one of them. Just one of them. Yeah, just one of them will do it. Yeah, just one of them. Go on now, go on now. I'll take that, I'll take that. Probably not giving myself a one pot opportunity, but definitely giving ourselves a nice two pot opportunity there. I think I'm putting here for bogey, which is a shame, but there we are. Putting for bogey here, looks nice and flat. It's all about weight, this is, it's all about weight. No more than double bogey, but we're gonna go for glory. That shot again. Go on, go on, go on. That is, what a tease. What a tease. Okay, that was a double bogey, and what we've learnt from that hole, everything's a learning opportunity, is the terrible tee shot. If I'd have just struck it a little bit nicer, that would have been a beautiful example of the bogey golf I'm trying to play. So double bogey there, bearing in mind how bad some of these holes have been, I'll take that. There's a lot of positives to be had from that hole, and I'll take every single one. It's got a lovely par 4 to finish the first 9, 309 yards, got a big old lake on the left. We haven't got to worry about that right now. We've just got to get it straight and over this kind of trouble here. So again, 6 iron, we're just going to try and play it down nice. And go from there, I think. I don't think there's really anything else for it. Just like that, mate. Absolutely lovely. I've gone a bit right. As long as that just stops running a bit, so I'm not having to hit over that bush. Oh, thank you, golfing gods. That's the key, that is. I liked that. That was that nice, just kind of slow 3/4-y, and then just going straight through it. I hit that lovely and sweet. Like I say, a little bit off to the right. We'll take that though, we'll take that. Really, really happy. Right, we've not done bad there at all, mate. I'm not super keen on this lie because I'm kind of a bit of a weird angle, but we're 100 yards to the pin. I've gone for a pitching wedge. I could have 50-degreed this, but we're going to stick to this idea of going I think you'd say club up. So we're going to go for a club that can hit a bit further and not swing as hard, just to try and make nice connection. And especially with this weird kind of lie I'm in, I want just a nice kind of 2/3-y, just like that, mate. Go on, you absolute beauty. Run, run, run. Oh, that took a nasty bounce to the right, did you see? If that had gone 4 yards and just got over that little hump, that would have bounced, but I certainly cannot complain. We do not complain about that. That was absolutely lovely. So we're down there in 2. Chip and a putt for a par is on. I don't want to curse it, but the bogey dream is definitely alive. Right, now that is where we are for this this hole 9, but that over there is the first tee box, and this is the hedge I've marooned it into, and we couldn't find the ball, and there's a ball right here. This is a Titleist Pro V. This is my ball from earlier. Yeah, can't believe it. That's my ball from the first hole that we lost. We've just found my Titleist. There we go. There's like £4 saved that we just made back, mate. Happy days. But let's go make a par, shall we? Big ass, but I reckon we can do it. I'm going to be brave. 58 rather than putt, because my chipping's been better than my putting today. So we're going to go chip, get it close, put in for a lovely par. All right, here we go. It's going to have to just be a nice, again, this has been playing all right. I'm on a bit of a slope, so we want to not end up in that lake. But if we can just hit a nice one of them, Really nice. Sit down now, sit down now. Okay, a little bit farther than I'd like. We're putting for par though, mate. We are putting for par. Settle my nerves, settle my nerves. Right, that's got a slight little right to left break and it's downhill. So I could easily smash this past. We're just gonna try and get a nice slight right to left. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Oh, that was putting for par, mate. That was putting for par. Right, the bogey dream is alive though. The bogey dream is there. We've done it. We've made our first bogey. Took 9 holes to do it. And the fact that I'm buzzing about a bogey is in and of itself hilarious, but there we go. Found my ball from the first hole. We've made our first bogey. Things are looking up. Let's see if we can massively improve on the old front 9 and see if we can drastically do better on the back 9. Right, well, after that massively positive last couple of holes, in particular the 9th, that I'm really ecstatic about having a bogey. Again, the funny thing of me just being happy with a bogey, but we're on a par 3 now. It is a lovely par 3, to be fair. That's a very pretty looking hole. We've got a water hazard right there though, and as we're learning, anything with a water hazard right in front of me off the tee box is almost a magnet for my ball. So we're going for it though, but what we're going to remember is this idea of a nice easy 2/3 shot. So we've gone for an 8 iron, we're 150 yards, going for a nice 8 iron, and we're just going to take this shot, and we're not going to worry about the swans and the ducks in that water in front of us. What we're going to worry about is just hitting the ball just like that, just like that. Again, we're going to come short. And please, if we just avoid that bunker. Okay, we're happy there. Yeah, really, really nice. I'm not complaining at all. Fluffed it a little bit, but because I slow it down, that is such a key for me, that is. I think that's going to be the key for breaking 100, is just going to be slow everything down, slow it down. Right, here we are. So we've landed again, greenside. I can't complain with this off the tee box to be this close. Don't know what there's a tee over here for. Someone must have screamed that from all the way over there. But we're going to try and chip on. Little 58, chips haven't been too bad today. So we're just going to, again, we're just going to go for a nice just chip. We're going to try and land it on close enough for just a solid look at a 2-putt. Obviously, if we can up and down from here and get a par, that is wonderful, but we're not going to put that much pressure on ourselves. We're going to line up at the hole, and we're just going to give ourselves a nice... Too far, I think. Oh, don't go off the back, don't go off the back. Okay, it's gone off the back, but the flag is back there. We're still looking at a 2-putt opportunity here. I'm not going to cry about that too bad. I hit that clean, I just got the weight wrong, so that's on me. Everything's on me, obviously, but okay, looking at a 2-putt for 2 bogeys in a row, we'll take that. Going for a putt here, there's no need to chip, just a nice, confident, kind of just a little bit left. It's all about the weight here. Not too much, just enough to roll it off this fairway stuff. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh, giving myself it hard there. I can't get the weight of these greens right. Right, come on, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Come on, let's get a bogey. Come on, we can make these putts, we've done it. Go on, yes. Oh, 4, 2 bogeys in a row. Again, celebrating bogeys, I don't care. Bogey golf, that's what we want. We do that every hole. We're 18 over. We're breaking 90 at that, let alone breaking 100. So let's keep that momentum up for the back 9. All right, so we're on the 11th. This is a par 4, 370 yards. Really interesting hole though, because as you can see, We can run it down here and then it bends off to the right. Now I'm definitely not going over the trees that way. So I've got a 5-iron. I'm going to stick to this concept we've been working on in terms of just not smashing the ball, just a nice 2/3 shot. And we're going to try and just send it straight down there, maybe tickle it a little bit right. We've been going right a lot today anyway. So if I aim straight, hit it nice, it's probably going to go to the right. And that's going to give us a nice approach shot then to hit the green. I'm really quite looking forward to this. We'll just keep this momentum going. Big, like I say, 5-iron. Don't usually feel confident taking the 5-iron, but we're going to step it up and we're going to trust this process. Oh, we've gone a bit left. Struck it nice. If we can... Okay. That's a shame. Struck that quite nice, actually. If that had gone the right direction, that weight would have been perfect. We might just be safe, but we're going to probably have to do a little bit of tactical punch and roll stuff moving forward. But okay, not the end of the world. Oh, I'm pretty gutted about that if I can't find this, mate, because I was certain that was going to be safe. Like I say, I saw it. Where's the tee box? Over there. I saw it kind of, I thought it bounced about here and would be about where you were. That's a real shame if I'm gonna have to take a drop for that. That's done me dirty, that has, if that's the case. I think that's gone, mate. I can't see it. I'll walk back towards the cart, give it one more chance. And if I don't see it on my way back in, I'll grab a ball and we'll take a drop. All right, well, I'm devastated. We're gonna have to take the drop. That was the tight lease that I found as well. We're going to play this kind of here. Again, nice 7-iron. We're just going to do the same principle of a nice 2/3. Oh no. That's the first time I've done a shocker like that in a long time. I've just left myself that absolutely terrible. Right, I don't know what happened on that last shot, mate. That was a shocker. I've let some people through. We've found ourselves back here and I'm hitting for 4. Now, I think the proper thing to do would be just to shoot out here, but we have got these trees ahead of me, but I have got quite a straight run there. So I'm going to take a 5-iron. I'm just going to kind of like give it a bit of a put-in stroke and just try and punch out this way and hope I don't hit any trees. And I'm just thinking a stroke just like that and let it hopefully get out and run towards the green. That was, don't you dare go, how's that gone in that bunker? I was aiming that way and it's gone. Now we're in a bunker. All right, this, talk about momentum on this back 9. This has the potential to be the worst hole of the round. Oh, that actually didn't end up too bad, mate. We must have skimmed over the bunker. We've ended up here. So going to do a nice, just little pitch and wedge approach. Let's try and slow down again now. This is just about not making any more massive mistakes here. That's the goal. Oh no, no, don't you go in that water. And we're in the water. Well, here we are. Worst hole of the round, I think, is already guaranteed at this point, if I'm honest, because I've got to take another drop now. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Things, oh. Ibs, mate, I genuinely had another ball to come and drop. I was convinced I was in the water, but we're down there. That, I've got no idea on earth, is that water? Yeah, I can't put, oh my Lord. You're gonna have to come out the way, I think, mate. I don't even know what on earth I'm meant to do here. I'm gonna fall in if I'm not careful. Oh, mate, I don't know what to do. Just smash it like that.
What about wedging it?
I can't get under it.
No, like starting off underneath the ball.
You can't scoop.
You're not allowed to?
No. I'm just gonna have to whack it at it, I think. All right, here we go. Oh, actually, that's, in terms of how bad that could have gone, if you check where that's run, mate, that could have been, I'm actually quite happy with that. This is a disaster hole. I haven't even thought about trying to count where we are. I actually thought that was going to be my first like full double digit 14 off the back of that. All right, if I can, big 2-putt here, if I can pull off a nice 2-putt, I'll be quite happy. And then we'll count up how bad this was, because this is atrocious, make no mistake about that. Slow down now, slow down now. Oh, how's that ran that far? I was sure I'd gone left as well. Nice and easy, finish off. Oh, I've come short. All right, 3-putting to finish possibly the worst hole I've ever played in my life. Let's work out just how bad that was. So we had one into there that we lost the ball. We had to take a drop, spooned it into the trees. So drop was 2, spoon it into the trees was 3, punched it through and beyond the bunker for 4, up and over for 5, stabby for 6, 3-putt for 9. Another 9, still not double digits. The idea of this being a salvageable back 9's kind of gone though, but 9 on a par 4, 5 over. Like I said, I don't even think there's a word for that, but there we go, that's where we're at. We keep rolling though. Right, the curse of the par 5 doesn't continue because it's not going to continue, but we're on another par 5, and par 5s are the holes where I tend to not even be able to get my ball really past the red tees. Now the red tees are there, so if I don't get it past them, I might retire from golf before I even finish my second full round. However, what we're going to do is take my own advice, got a nice 6, we're going to 2/3 straight down, we're going to try and not kill anyone, and my goal, best case scenario right now, is that we go in a straight line and make it past that absolutely disgusting tree that for some reason they've left right there. How you meant to play around that? Good people with, I suppose, good people with drivers are going up past that. These bloody telegraph poles, whatever they're called, pylons, that's not exactly very nice either, but we're going to get just nice 2/3 6 iron, see if we can, it probably won't go very high. If it runs low, I don't mind. If we can just get it past that tree in the fairway to give me a look at a decent second shot, that's the goal for this hole. I'll be really happy if I can pull that off. So we're just going to start, we're going to line ourselves up. And the curse of the par 5 continues, where we've barely made it past. I don't know what I've done. How have I topped it that bad? I think it must be something in my head of me trying to whack it every time because it's a par 5. I could have taken a pitching wedge and just softly, every time. I don't understand. I don't understand. And why am I putting that away? Because I definitely need it again. Right, this honestly might be the worst of the par 5 curses. If you want to look back and kind of show what, we've come 20 yards, 30 yards from like a nearly 600 yard hole. Absolutely scandalous, but we're going to carry on. We're going to see what we can do. Again, just a nice 6 iron. Again, it's nothing special. I think I put myself in them trees disgustingly as well. That's going to be an absolute shocker, I reckon. The fact that this is where we're at after 2 shots, mate, is absolutely depressing. It's a terrible 1 shot this is. We're literally in this. There's a dog shit there that I'm trying to navigate. Honestly, just somewhere down there right now at this stage, I'm going to move that stick. I don't know if this is completely not allowed, but I didn't touch the ball. And I'm just going to try and just hit it somehow. out of here. I'm fucking over this game. I'm fucking so over it. All right, this is turning out to be pretty much as bad as this hole could possibly be. I'm losing my head a bit here. I need to just try and play it down there somewhere, I think, and hope for the best. That's a very nice, clean strike. That's okay. If I was there after 2, I wouldn't mind. Being there after 4 is utterly atrocious. Is it 4? Terrible 1. 2 into the poo, 3 out here, 4 out there, yeah, 4. So we've actually ended up not bad here for 4 shots to here. Again, 2 shots to here would be all right, 3 shots and I won't be kicking. The fact that I'm 4 shots here on a par 5, I didn't even bother checking it. I've got an 8 iron again. I'm just gonna, again, 2/3 it, try and get it somewhere on that green or near, and then try and salvage a triple or less, depending on how this goes. It's a nice strike. I think it's going to land straight stone cold in that bunker. I actually saw the sand splash up. Oh, we keep going. And as you can see, from everywhere that could have landed, it landed smack bang in the middle of this bunker. That is exactly how this round's going. Now, I don't know if this is right. Because it's so far, I feel like if I try and take sand, it would only go here. So I'm actually going to try and just hit it a bit more like a normal shot and just kind of get it down there a bit and see what happens. I actually feel like that was, it's not very close to the hole, but borderline a pretty perfect bunker shot that was. I got a little bit of sand. Yeah, I don't think that was too bad. Then put that. I'm gonna go 58, I'm gonna try and loft it up there. If there's been a shot that has been somewhat consistent today, it's been this 58. So I'm just going to try. That's not going to run up that hill, is it? Go on, go on, go on, go on. No, it's going to stop there. Okay, that's not too bad. Chip and a 2-putt. I'm not even going to worry about counting up how many shots I've taken so far. I was going to move the buggy down a bit, mate, and we'll go and see if we can somewhat salvage this hole. If this is even salvageable, which it definitely isn't. Bit of an uphill. I think it's somewhat straight. I just need to get the weight okay. Go on, go on. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. If I was putting like that all the time, I'd be okay. Let's not miss this though. Nice. Okay, so 2-putted. Let's work out how terrible that was. So we were 5 into the bunker, weren't we? We worked out 6 out, 7 to there, 8, 9. Was it really 9? Quadruple bogey on a par 5. Wow. Right, we're back at it, mate, on another par 5. We've got a mad dog walker. We'll let him go. I don't know what on earth he's thinking. But if he values his life, he'll move on. We're on another par 5. The curse of the par 5 continues. Now, to try and break the curse of the par 5, I'm actually going down to a 7 iron on a par 5. The wimpiest thing that one could possibly imagine. And we're just going to try and hit it. The red tees are there. So get it past. If I can get 150 yards, I'll actually be somewhat happy about this. This is as straight as an arrow. But again, we're just going to try and hit it a nice 2/3, somewhat straight, not in the trees. It's quite a narrow hole. So getting it straight is definitely more important than getting it long for me. So curse of the par 5 continues where I've topped it. It continues. It continues. All right, I'm over it a bit, mate. I haven't really got anything nice to say, and my mum told me that if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's better. We punched it down there. It's gone in a straight line. Yeah, cool. That is what it is. I'll take that. Do I look relaxed, mate?
Isn't golf supposed to be relaxed?
Is it supposed to be relaxing? I'm not sure. It definitely isn't, or at least I'm not experiencing this relaxing golf that you've heard about. I'm going to try and play that shot again though. Oh, we've got a bit left. Where's that going to end up? Hope it's near that bridge. Hopefully it's playable. We'll soon find out. Now, my head's fully gone, or it was, and I've just realised that actually I'm down here in 3 on a par 5. That's actually not terrible. Like, I could up and down here for par. Little chip on, putt. Like, I need to, that wasn't that bad actually. That could have been a lot worse. So I need to relax a little bit and I need to hit this really nice. It's got up. Sit down now, sit down now. Mate, that's a really, really nice chip shot onto the green, that is. I'm on in 4, giving myself a look at par, 2 putt for bogey. Like, don't know why I've let that get my head out. That's, considering I've done that with 7 irons. Terrible 7 iron shot, then 2 7 iron shots to get me here and a lovely chip on in 4. I can't complain at that. I really can't complain. I just needed that better shot off the tee and just fix that problem. I don't know what that problem is, but I need to fix that and we'll laugh him. I'm actually really, really happy with that chip shot. I'm chuffed with that. This has got a little left to right break, right to left, sorry. So I'm gonna aim it kind of a cup to the right. Go on, you beauty. That was a par putt, wasn't it? That was a par putt. And we've just done that, and I'm beating myself up. 2nd round of golf ever, and coming for a tap-in bogey on a par 5. Absolutely chuffed to bits with that. I need to get out my own head, because that's possible. That wasn't miraculous. That was 7 irons all the way down for a bogey, and the first one was terrible. So the funny thing is I've just got all happy with myself, thinking that I've just made a lovely bogey. Turns out that was a par 4, not a par 5. This is a par 5. So we're on with a 6 iron. And we're just going to try the same principle. We're going to just try and break this curse of not being able to hit a ball cleanly off the tee on a par 5. And we're just going to try and just, again, same again, just not going to smash it. Well, it's just fucking shit, innit? It got off the sky, it's gone, I'm behind all them trees. Another snap tee. At least it got off the ground. I've left myself a stinker though. Oh, we keep going. All right, well, I didn't realise this when we teed off, otherwise I'd have played a provisional, but obviously there's water here. Obviously I'm in the water, so we're already taking another drop. That was absolutely a terrible drop. I couldn't have made that any harder for myself. I'm just going to smash it that way and hope for the best with a 5 iron, keep it low. Again, I'm aware I should punch out here, but if I'm being honest, I'm a little bit over this round. At least it bounced over the stream. Don't keep going behind them trees. Okay, well, we're back on the fairway. I could have hit it further with a pitching wedge of where we're at with 1, 2, 3, 4th shot. Miles away from the hole. Let's go. Right, I'm just gonna 7 iron it. Just try and get it a bit closer. Well, I struck it nice. Obviously it's heading right for them trees, because how could it do anything other than head for them trees? It's probably water back there. It would be the only thing that makes sense. Well, we've found ourselves here. Again, I know the right answer's to chip out here, but with the mood I'm in, I'm just gonna whack it and see what happens. I'm just gonna, again, bit of a putting stroke. Mate, I've actually gone and hit, I cannot believe the 2 trees that's gone through.
Wait, do you want to show me?
Those 2 trees there, it's creamed through the middle of those and actually ended up green side. We haven't lost a ball on this hole, have we? I might, was that my, Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah, so this is going to be an absolutely shocker of a hole. So I was about to say we might be able to salvage something here, but no, absolutely not. Well, we've actually ended up in an all right spot, but I don't know why this is fenced off, mate. And therefore I'm not quite sure what I'm meant to do here. I'm inside it, so I think it's okay. I don't know whether maybe it's because the grass doesn't look very nice and they don't want people going, I don't know. But I think I can probably just kind of chip on from here and just kind of stand. Am I allowed to do this? I think. I apologise to Branston Golf Club if I'm not meant to do this. Probably a bit too hard. Yeah, not too bad. Well, it's ran quite a lot. Chipping hasn't been atrocious today. We'll work out how terrible this hole is at the end. Now, breaking 100 is a long lost goal on this round. I imagine, I don't know, and I'm not going to look till we get to the end, so it'll depress me, but it's even worse than our first round because of how many drops we've had to take because of all these water features. But I'm going to just, this isn't a very nice green, but again, let's just see if we can get a nice 2-putt here. Slow down now, slow. No, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, that was actually a perfect line. I thought I'd hit it too hard at first. And we tap it in. Right, so we did the one terrible curse of the par 5, then 2 into the water, drop for 3, then what happened there?
Into the middle.
Out into the middle for 4, back into the trees for 5, glorious shot here for 6, 7, 8, 9. So another quadruple bogey to add to the collection. So after another quadruple bogey to add to the collection, we're on a nice par 3 on the 14th. We're 187 yards. We're straight down there, just waiting for this 4-ball in front of us to finish up. And the problem is that this running all the way down here, about 30 foot wide, is the River Trent. And that is all in my head. I'm trying, don't worry about that. You're just playing your shot and you're just playing your shot down the fairway. But all my brain's telling me is you're definitely going in that river. You're definitely going to lose at least 2 balls in that river. These lads are finished off. So we've got an 8 iron and we're just I'm going to aim a little bit right just to give my mind a bit of peace. But we're just going to try and stroke it down again, that kind of 2/3 weight shot. Nothing spectacular, nice 8 iron. Get rid of that tee and that tee, and we're just going to try and hit it somewhat down there and see if we can not get a quadruple bogey here. Well, I've absolutely screamed that perfectly straight. It's going to come up. It's come up a little bit short. That's probably the best tee shot of the day, which was out of all the possibilities that could have been a perfect shot straight down the middle, was not the one I would have put my money on. So chuffed to bits with that. I can't tell you how much my fucking heart's going. I was convinced I was going in that water, but yeah, cool. Let's go and see if we can make a par. How amazing would that be? Now, I thought I was a little bit closer than we actually are. That's okay though. I certainly can't complain. Like I say, we've not ended up in the river. There is still time for me to end up in the river, to be fair. But my chip shots have been fairly consistent today. So if we can just get a nicely weighted chip shot here, I'll be happy. Not enough. Okay, well, we're on the green in 2. I can't complain with that. I'd like to be closer because that's an astronomical 2-putt attempt, but we'll see where we get to. There we go though. Right, well, this looks as flat as they can come, so I've just got to try and put it in the right direction and try and get the weight somewhat close. If we could 2-putt here for a bogey, I'd be very, very, very happy. So for this, it's just about getting it close. That's a decent putt, that is. I'll take that. A bit more weight would have been nice. Another foot. I would have liked another foot there. It is nice and straight. I should be making this. It's missable though. It's very, very missable. Bit of confidence. Did a little bit of a spinny spoo. But we'll take that. Back on the bogey train, mate. Got another bogey. Oh, my heart rate. Yeah, bogey. 1 down, 2 on, 2 putt. That is as bogey as they come. Right, we're on a nice par 4 here. We're on the 16th, so 3 holes to go. We just worked out for me to beat my first round, I think we have to go bogey, bogey, bogey. If we go bogey, bogey, double bogey, we draw. If we go any worse than that, and it's worse than my first ever round, which was absolutely atrocious at 116 over. So that's the current state of affairs. We're on a par 4. I'm going to take a nice 7-iron. I'm just going to try and, you probably can't see from that angle because there's a bush here protecting the most recent green. But I'm just going to try and hit it somewhat down there. Try and hit the same shot I just hit on that par 3 actually, just with a 7-iron instead of an 8. And we're just going to try and not top it and hit it straight. They're the 2 ambitions of this tee shot. Right, well, we've not topped it, which is good news. Please just stop running now so it doesn't go behind any trees. Oh, I think that's like right up against a tree. I hit it left and I think like I might have my back up against a tree trying to hit like this. Honestly, I've just had a bird shit on my club as I was standing there practicing some swings. And then I've touched my club to put my club away because I decided I didn't want it. And then I've got it all over my fucking hand, dirty bastards. What I was doing was I was putting my club away because I'm going to get my free wood out because I'm thinking that because of where this lie is, that like a little just kind of what I need to do is not hit this tree and snap my wood. But I almost want to like put this out like that and just let it run as far as it can. So let's give it a go. Oh, it actually, if I'd, the fact that I'm still in them trees is really frustrating because if I'd have pushed that out that way, that would have actually have been all right. That wouldn't have been too bad at all. But now might have to do the bloody same thing. That's good to know though, that is, how far I just got that with a little free wood, just like, pah. If I could get that somewhat straighter next time, that's a nice little tool in the old arsenal. Cool, right, well 152. It's actually out in the clearing. I'm gonna have to try and go up and over trees. 152, I can do that with a nice pitching wedge, or a 9-iron might be a better shout. Then I don't have to try and rinse it with a pitching wedge. I'm gonna go for a 9-iron and we're gonna try and get it up and over these trees, and we're gonna look through the trees and we're gonna watch it drop right next to the pin. That's what's gonna happen on this shot because we're back to positivity and we just wanna take a nice one of those at it. Oh no. Well, I'm on the fairway of the next hole. I felt the club twist in my hand. I was too close to the ball and I've tried to come in and I felt it twist. I should have stopped halfway up the swing, but I just sent it and I knew that, yeah. All right, over to the other hole. Right, so we've ended up on the other side of the other hole. So our hole's the one over there and I've gone all the way over my fairway and then all over the next fairway and then the hole's there. So I'm gonna try and take a nice just little 50 wedge. I'm gonna try and, there's a bunker right in the way, but again at this point, I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what I'm doing. All right, we've done all right there. If that avoids that bunker, which it has, now if it doesn't run over into that other bunker, that's actually a gorgeous shot that is, mate. I'm really happy with that. Okay, it's a shame that I don't know how many shots this is, but this whole idea was at the 4th shot on a par 4. So this could be the double bogey, and we were allowed 1 double bogey to even and then 2 other bogeys. So if we double bogey this, bogey the next hole, par the last hole, we beat the last score from the first round. Right, so I can't complain that I'm near the green, but in terms of trying to save a double bogey here, this is a big ask to 2-putt from here. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. It hit the hole. Good job it hit the hole, because that would have gone screaming past. But hitting the hole helped. Right, that is puttable, and we could, it's not over yet, it isn't over. It didn't break at all. It went exactly where I wanted it to. All right, triple bogey. Okay, so it's not, we can still do, if we go par bogey on the next 2 holes, I think we even the score. And if we pull out some heroics and go par par, we beat the score. It's not out the realm of possibility yet. All right, 17th hole, 2 to go. We need a bogey and a par to try and even up from the last hole, from the last round. 2 pars to beat it. We're going to go 7 iron. We've got a massive water hazard there, so I'm going to try and take a nice 7 just to clear that. That's the main goal of this tee shot, is just to clear that water, and then we'll go from there. Right, well, that might be the best tee shot I've ever done. Connected with that lovely. Please don't sit right behind that tree though. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding. How is that possible that you hit a ball that nicely and then you end up potentially with an unplayable ball? Right, so we've found ourselves in a really annoying situation. Again, probably one of the best tee shots of the round, and I'm right under this tree. So I've done a bit of Googling, and apparently this is one of those, I declare it unplayable, then I get 2 clubs length relief, which is like that. I could have got my driver out, but I won't be a douche, which I think means I can then do that, and it did bounce nicely for me. So that's a penalty shot, so now I'm hitting for 3. 8 iron. Oh, I don't know what to do here, because I don't think I can clear them trees, so I think I'm going to have to try and run it left, then chip on, and I think the dream of beating the last round is dashed. Oh, you are kidding. Mate, have you watched that? I can't believe what's just happened there. I've just hit it, and it's hit that pole. That was a beautiful strike. It's hit the electric wire, bounced off, and gone back there. That would have cleared them trees, and that would have hit the green. I'm literally in shock that is absolutely unbelievable. I actually can't believe that, mate.
It hit the power line?
Hit the power line, yeah. That was a beautiful strike. I've hit the power line. I can't believe the power line. It sounded like it hit rock hard metal. And then it's bounced, but I cannot believe that. I'm glad we got that on camera, but I cannot believe it. That's unbelievable. Right, same shot again then. Fucking done with this game. Fucking done with it. I can't believe. And now I'm in the fucking trees again.
Go for it.
Right, I'm totally over it. I'm in these trees. I'm gonna just put it through there. Yeah, I'm over this. Can't believe it. I'm still reeling from that power cable situation. I can't fathom it. I'm going to take a 50 iron, just kind of try and get this close now. Fin that a bit. Let's see where it ends up. It's bounced on the green and then just gone careening past the green. It's probably a bunker back there, knowing my luck. Obviously, we're in the bunker. There'll be no other possible route right now after this round. I'm just going to try and get it over there somewhere. Of course. One bunker shot. and I've just sent it. What is this game? Well, I can't believe I'm all the way over here, mate, but let's just try and get it back close to the green. I'll take that. Considering that that could have been back in a bunker, I will take that.
What a lovely putt that was. And let's finish off, and then let's try and fathom how many shot that hole was. 1 into the tree, 2 for the drop, 3 into the electrical wire, and bounced. 4 close to the forest. 4 back into the forest. With your biscuit. Oh yeah, then I putted it out for 5. Then 6 into the bunker. 7 into the bunker. 8 over there. 9 close. 10, 11. 11 on a par 4. Oh, okay. Right, okay, we're on the 18th. It's a par 4, it's 315 yards, but the green it's like an island green, or at least like a 180 island green. So the shocking God knows after that shocker on the last one, we're just going to try and put the ball down there with a 7-iron, probably play close to the water for the second shot, and then chip over for the third shot. If we, and then the clubhouse is right behind the green, so many things could go wrong here. But we've got a tee shot to worry about first. That's an absolutely gorgeous tee shot. For a little 7-iron play down. So, yeah, I'm as happy as I can be with that. Like I say, I don't think I'm going to shoot for the green. We'll see where we are when we get down there. But, okay, stage 1, successful at least. Right, we're 140 yards from the front of the green. My original plan was to play it close to the water, but not try and go over the water and then chip over. But fortune favours the brave, so I'm going to take an 8-iron, I'm going to go for the green. If I end up in the water, I can take a drop down there, I think, because it's a water, I'd have to do another shot from here, so I end up in the same place. And I don't think I could hit an 8-iron onto that patio where there is a couple of guys having their beer at the end of the round, so I think we just go for it. We see what happens. Go for glory. Yeah, and there's one way to find out. Well, I've absolutely smoked it. It's gone left a bit. Are we going to get over? Yeah, we have. Got over. We've landed right in them geese. Oh, baby. That is an absolute beauty. I'm chuffed to bits with that. Oh, mate, my heart's fluttering. I'm really happy with that. Once I saw it going left, I was like, oh, that's not going to make it. That's going to come short and drop right in the water. But the fact that we got over a water feature on the 18th after shooting at 11 on that last hole, come on. Right, we are officially green in regulation for the first time. We're on the green in 2 on the par 4. We're putting technically for birdie, 2 putting for the first par of my golfing career. It looks pretty straight. This is all about getting it weighted nicely. Come on. Slow down now, slow down. Oh, no, I've got way too far. Way too far. Oh, I can't believe it. Can't believe I just made that hard for myself. I was putting for birdie. I just needed to leave it close to make a par. And now I've left myself what could be a difficult 3-putt. For par on the 18th. Oh, no. As if we nearly parred the 18th. All right, let's not fuck this up for a bogey. There we go, bogey on the 18th, green of regulation, 3-putt. Let myself down a little bit with that first putt, but there we go. Let's go and grab my phone. We'll see what the score is to finish off. But to be honest, some of the shockers we've had to finish on the 18th with an island green water feature and to finish with a bogey, be putting for birdie, 3-putt for bogey. I'm going to take that as a real win. That was really nice. So yeah, let's go see just how bad that round actually was in the end though. Right, so I'm putting in the 18th. We're logging this round. So we have officially just shot, bear in mind my first round ever was 116. That was 124. So that leaves us with an official score. I can't believe I'm about to say this out loud. It's absolutely atrocious. Of 52 over par. 52 over par over 18 holes. But I had a great time. That is the main thing. I'm disappointed that it's not better than my first ever round. I would probably suggest that this course was more difficult, seeing out water features. Yeah, I had an absolute great time. So we are 24 shots away from breaking 100. If you enjoyed the video, we're going to keep making these. I'm going to keep making them, and I'm going to keep playing until I get that score under 100. And that'll be step 1 on my road to scratch. Now, it might be a mad ambition, but it's the ambition that I've got. And if it takes me 3 years or 30 years, we'll be taking you along for the journey.